Hi, this is Dana. Good morning. It's still morning for me. I spoke in previous videos about the silent meditation and the process of transmutation. And I am now talking in this video about Kundalini rise, which is a step further um, from the silent meditation energy cleanup. Um, and I would recommend, of course, Kundalini rise to be done after the silent meditation, after you have cleaned up the mind programming and the emotional programming, right? So, Kundalini rise is what I will say now. I will start with a disclaimer. I know that this is going to trigger many people because what I know about Kundalini rise goes against the fake knowledge which is being heavily promoted out there. But I'm here to tell you that that fake knowledge which is being promoted about Kundalini rise, it is being promoted on purpose to do programming on people and to block their ascension. And I will explain a little bit later this, but for now, what I have to say is that Kundalini rise is not determined by sexual activity. It doesn't have to. It isn't connected unless somebody connects it on purpose. Okay, Kundalini rise is an advanced energy work which you do by mental power, controlling and directing your energy in your body from root chakra to crown chakra going upwards. You take time as you direct the energy upwards. You take time to clean each chakra back and front of your body. Most of the programming and the blockages are created on the back of your body through the vagus nerve. Okay, you keep pushing upwards the energy up to crown chakra, where you make the final push to force all that energy out of your body through the crown chakra. Now imagine like a labor, childbirth, right? But it's just that this process should be smoother. You don't take so many pauses. It should be more fluid. You should keep pushing the energy upwards. It shouldn't be rushed, but then it shouldn't be delayed. So you just push it upwards and you make it exit your body through the crown chakra. Okay, that is darkness that you have to expel and to push upwards. Now, going back to the issue about the connection between Kundalini rise and sexuality, what I must say is that while you do this cleanup, Kundalini rise is the ultimate cleanup. So you clean the entire body essentially. When you get to do this, you essentially already cleaned your energy in your body. You already learned how to work with your energy in your body. Your energy should be already purified, uh, should be fluid by now. You should be able to do this by mind power, just by intention, and so you should master this process first. So it takes a little bit of time until you get this. That's why I said ideally you do first silent meditation and transmutation. You control that, working on mind and emotions, and then you start with Kundalini, which basically it's a total general cleanup of the entire body. While you do this cleanup, Kundalini rise, you will encounter in each chakra different type of darkness, and that is related to programming done, stagnant energy from this life, from previous lifetimes, and so on and so forth. So you take time to clean all of them. If it's too much, you clean in layers. You keep doing it over and over again until you feel like your energy is fluid and you cleaned up enough, right? So you keep doing that again from root chakra going upwards, exactly the opposite way as the nervous vagus nerve comes from brain going down to the root chakra. The Kundalini rise goes upwards, exactly the other way around, right? Now, if in your cleanup you have to you deal basically, if you identify in your body you deal with heavy attacks or programming on sexual on sexuality, which is very common nowadays. I mean, since 1960s, the sex revolution up to today, the topic of sexuality has been spiraling into not a very beneficial pattern. So if you do encounter that, um, first you need to take time to clean the base and root chakra of stagnant energy. And again, you do it with silent meditation, you do it with mind and emotion cleanup, with transmutation, and so on. Again, not to forget the vagus nerve, which has a critical role in determining all this. Now, you can do during the Kundalini rise, you can do also cleanup. You have to do cleanup of chakras, but also of organs. So you can stop with a everybody imagines Kundalini rise as a serpent, but it doesn't have to be a serpent. You can imagine it as you like. The point is, you can also clean organs, because if programming has penetrated your body more than chakra level, then it goes to your organ. So then you have to do a deeper cleaning, right? That's why it's in layers. Anyhow, so you do this on chakras and on organs. You do it as many times as you want and you need, and you can do Kundalini rise on yourself, by yourself, or you can do it mutual with in astral with a partner. So you can help each other, especially if the other one needs help. But again, I emphasize this is not connected to sexuality. It shouldn't be connected to sexuality. If you really want to clean up, cleaning energy by sex, it's a very fake knowledge which has been promoted out there, particularly to block you, your cleaning energy. Because engaging sexually with anyone for cleaning energy purpose, it's a self-defeating attempt. It's not possible. Simply, it's not possible unless each of you has cleaned thoroughly before. Because in any sexual engagement, you take on energies from the other one. Okay. Plus, the two of you, you create mutual streams of each other, from you to your partner. So instead of cleaning what you have, you end up taking on more. Okay. Now, of course, nobody will force people now to practice abstinence for all their lives. You have partners, but you have to understand that for cleanup purpose, this is not going to help you. Or if you want it to be helpful, then you got to choose a partner very wisely, and you have to make sure that both of you have cleaned up before, or you're cleaning up together or whatever. But this has to be emphasized that cleaning energy by sex is a fake knowledge which is put out there only to block you from cleaning up. Actually, there is another fake knowledge which is out there as well, which is energy healing, which be it pranic healing, be it Reiki healing. I've seen myself that it is being taught in different seminars as you start from crown chakra healing and you go downwards. This is extremely detrimental. This is very wrong. Because of course, if you go to any of these seminars or any these bioenergeticians or however they call themselves, they will teach you to do this energy healing going from crown chakra to root chakra. That means you push all the dark energy downwards to your lower chakras. So question would be, how the fuck you take that up? How you take that out of your body? Then they say, okay, now that you pushed all dark energy possible on the face of the planet in your lower chakras, now you gotta do sex to clean that up. And then you take even more dark energy from others. This is very fake knowledge, which is being taught on purpose to block you from cleaning up, um, from essentially from cleaning programming. And I say this from experience. I understand that there is a peer pressure and everybody is under pressure, and it's very difficult to stand up, especially when everyone around you thinks this is the way to go. But I had personal experience in 2018 June when I had very strong attack in my own house, a very strong astral attack, which totally confused me, because people who were like on astral level were like small puppies, newborn puppies next to me in terms of power. All of a sudden, they started an attack, and they seem to be these huge, um, uh, powerful uh, individuals, which they were not. And this confused me totally. I later on learned that it was basically done through black magic and through technology, use of technology. Um, but the point is, I went to the priest, I explained, I said, well, what's going on? Why is this happening in my house? How is this happening in my house? And so on. And I spoke to him for a while. He also said some stupid witchcraft being done and stuff. And it's just some gang stalking group in your neighborhood, and this and this and this. And so he advised to go to see a bioenergetician to discuss options. And so I went to, and I saw two bioenergeticians at the time, actually. And both of them served this fake knowledge to me, which shocked me at the time. One of them, essentially, which was recommended by the priest himself, said that I should give him an agreement that he should do anything, so he would help me with this. I said, no, excuse me, I give you no agreement to do anything unless you explain to me what exactly you want to do. Um, and essentially that cut off any cooperation. He was very unhappy with that. And the second bioenergetician that I went and visited, which was very famous at the time around, essentially what he said to me, that is, these are astral attacks. And in order to, essentially, just bottom line was, he was teaching this Reiki healing, exactly like I said before, going from crown chakra to root chakra, which is the wrong way to go. And then he said to me, and then you have to, this is a very dangerous situation when you have a Kundalini rise. You must stop this. At the time, I had no clue what Kundalini rise means, actually. I had no clue about energy work in general. And he says, and I said, well, how do I do this? What's going on? So he says to me, well, you gotta have sex. And I said, excuse me? And he said, oh, I can help you with that. Excuse me, I don't need your help. What do you mean? What do you mean by this? And he explained to me very weird logic, and that's why I say I understand if you feel peer pressure, because at the time I left his office very confused. My reaction was like, I don't know, I don't have abstract knowledge. I follow God and Jesus. What I know is that God did not create me to have sex with people that I never met in my life. Because I never met you in my life. It's the first time that I'm meeting you now. And just in order to clean up some energy, I know that sex should be a union of heart, mind, and soul between a man and a woman. And he says, no, 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 you have to do it like a sport. And I said, no, excuse me, I have gym membership that I pay every month for sport. You people are very confused. These concepts are totally different concepts. Having sex is one thing, having sport is another thing, and each has different purposes and is done differently. So I do know what is the and but I left there heartbroken, because like I was like, now who's gonna teach me what to do? Because I'm not doing this shit that he's saying. He doesn't even seem to have knowledge of what he's doing. This is just stupid, crazy thing. So I went into mystic meditation, mystic prayer, and silent meditation, and of course, actually, God guided me and taught me how to do Kundalini rise. And, of course, I learned later on that the attack and the energies that I was struggling with, and that I was trying to get rid of, were actually created by this bioenergetician to which I was advised to go. Okay. So he essentially did all of that attack on me. And when I went and asked for, what should I be doing, he essentially gave me this advice, which, again, I'm saying, and I gave you personal examples so you understand that I do understand what it means to be under pressure, to be maybe scared of attacks, not knowing how to defend yourself, trying to ask help, and someone trying to take advantage of you. I am happy that I had self-confidence enough that even under those dramatic circumstances, when attacks were continuous at me, I still told him, excuse me, I know God doesn't want me to do this. I don't know what the hell you mean by this abstract knowledge. I will go learn, but what I know is that what you're telling me is not working with me. So I said, give me a different advice. I want to do it the spiritual way. I don't want to do this shit that you say. And he said, okay, let's see if you succeed to do it your way then. And in 2 months, what I have to tell you is that I went back to his office, and he himself um, casted out the demon that he himself placed on me as an attachment. And God told me to go there because this was, he said, you go there to defeat him because it was a demon he created as attachment on me. And he was forced to take it out just simply because at that point in time, after 2 months of me doing prayer and um, spiritual fighting, the demon ended up torturing him more than torturing me. Okay, so God said, "This is how you defeat it, not the way he was trying to fool you how to defeat it. You defeat it by making him take his darkness back." So this is what the only reason why I gave you this example is so you'll understand that it's not just theoretical knowledge that I have, and it's not that I've been somehow sheltered and I never encountered the rest of the attacks and the fake knowledge and the peer pressure and the tension of being under attack and not knowing what to do. I do understand. I still say Kundalini rise doesn't have to be sexual, and even if you deal with sexual attacks or sexual programming, you still can clean that up uh, uh, through simply energy work, through silent meditation, through transmutation, through spiritual Kundalini rise, and through mystic prayer. This is what I'm here to tell you. This is something that I'm doing myself, this type of cleaning. So I know from first-hand experience, I have been under tremendous numerous attacks. So it's not like it's something theoretical. I can tell you that you can actually heal your energy by doing this. You can transmute, and you can move further. That ultimate test on your evolution path. The ultimate test to check that everything is all that I have been describing here worked, of course, is to reprogram yourself. So, if in case you're talking about sexual attack, take something that you seems from that topic, from sexuality in general, that seems arousal to you. I don't know how to say this, that it's arousing you, yeah, and change your perception of its significance to you. Okay, so this is something that I learned while I was doing silent meditation, and I was praying to Buddha and to Vishnu, and this is the guidance I received from them. And they essentially, what they were saying said, just look at it like it's a different object. Change the name of it. Change the name of whatever is bothering you, whatever is bothering or is triggering or is influencing your energy. Your energy should be in stillness right now because you're doing silent meditation. If anything triggers you out of your stillness, change that in your mind. Go to your brain and change the definition of what that means to you. Okay? You put a different name, you yourself decide what should be its impact on your body, on your energy, on your mental, and on your emotional. And work on that, reprogram yourself. And when you're done with it, they won't be able to touch you and they will stop the attacks. Okay, this ended up, I see, being a very long video, so it's going to be very hard to upload. I'm going to stop here. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I would be happy to explain. I'm trying to keep videos short because it's hard to upload them. And so sometimes I don't get to say everything that I want to say. I asked God nicely to allow me to do also a video on mystic prayer, just because personally I do all three of them together, and mystic prayer is the most dear one, is the closest to my heart. I've done mystic prayer all my life, and I don't think that proper healing can be done without mystic prayer. So God said, I can do this only like 12 hours from now on, because it seems some of you need to integrate this information that I've put out there about silent meditation, transmutation, and Kundalini rise. And he said, you cannot talk about mystic prayer until later this evening. So I will come back with a video on mystic prayer when God guides me, that I can publish it, I can upload it. Okay. Please like, subscribe, and comment, so I can answer your questions, and so we can make this information available to as many as possible, and to help them break free from the fake knowledge which is being promoted out there only for others to take advantage of us, all of us. Thank you.